This is your Barbados Today evening news update for Friday, December 28. So glad you can join us. I'm Frenella Wedderburn. An urgent plea for help for a group of Haitians now stranded in Barbados. The men, apparent victims of a scam back home, promising them a better life, landed in the spotlight today after they were evicted late last night from a house that they were renting. They were rescued by former government Senator Pastor Dr. David Durant, whose church offered them shelter and food. According to the Haitians, they paid between $2,000 and $3,000 to an agency to secure accommodation and work here, but it was all a lie. Members of the group said they went to town and various construction sites, but they failed to find work, and their money has basically run out. They insist that they are not here to cause trouble and are calling on local authorities to help. Pastor Durant urged corporate Barbados and Barbadians to provide whatever help they can.
I am speaking with the authorities to see if what help can be offered. I spoke with the Minister, the Honorable Adrian Forde already, and I spoke with the Ambassador as well, Mr. David Commission, and we're hoping that we can do something to help this problem and create, maybe if we can get the guys back home, since they have extended the time. I know that 6 months is stamped in their passport, so legally they are okay on that aspect because of the 6 month stamp, but the ticket have expired. So now to get on the plane now, it needs a ticket. All right, I think that's the problem now. But to me, since they have been sent on this wild goose chase, thinking that jobs are here in Barbados, I told them people are being laid off here. We're trying to create a situation now to get the country on a footing. And that is a false notion that they were given. So I'm appealing whatever help can be offered. Shelter for a few nights until we get the ticket regularized so they can get on the plane and get back home.
Meanwhile, Barbados Ambassador to CARICOM, David Commission, pointed out that the group of Haitians are not here illegally. He, however, acknowledged that Barbados is aware of various schemes promising Haitians a better life here, and the government has been working to counter the false claims.
We know that there are some unscrupulous persons in Haiti and in the Dominican Republic that are giving the Haitians misinformation, taking money from them and making them feel that they can come to Barbados and get jobs. And this is part of the problem that we have to solve. We can only solve it on the basis of public information and public education that reaches the masses of the Haitian people.
Commission also assured that the government is looking into the plight of the stranded Haitians, and he too urged Barbadians to help.
I have put out a call to the Haitian Barbados Friendship Association to see if they can help as well. So what we need to do now, these Haitian visitors need to return home as soon as possible because they don't have resources to remain in Barbados. And we have now to try to find some helpful Barbadians that might be willing to offer some short-term accommodation.
A Christchurch man suffered head injuries after falling from the roof of popular supermarket in Spooners Hill, St. Michael this morning. According to police, 46-year-old Adrian Forde, who is a member of the supermarket's maintenance crew, was working on the roof around 9 a.m. when he fell. The parish land resident was taken to the Queen Elizabeth Hospital by ambulance. In other news, Minister of Youth and Community Empowerment Adrian Forde is aiming to slash the unemployment rate of school leavers in half by the end of 2019. He spoke about the ambitious plan at a launch of the 10th edition of the Caribbean Youth Leadership Retreat held under the theme Is a Vibe Youth on a Mission at the Barbados Beach Club. Speaking to a regional audience, Forde noted that a 2011 Tracer study found that 70% of students leaving school were unable to gain employment. He says his ministry intends to reduce that figure by 35% by the end of 2019.
You always hear the Prime Minister allude to the fact that many hands make light work. But inadvertently, as I always say, no work makes like hands. We have to employ and empower our young people. And I thank this organization for allowing that safe space. In doing so, I also want to urge you to continue the good work that you have been doing as young leaders in this country. My ministry encourages the involvement of youth in every aspect of its work, as we recognize the invaluable role they have to play at Barbados is to return to the pinnacle of regional development.
Forde added that in the upcoming months, his ministry will be launching several programs to tackle youth crime, substance abuse, and other antisocial behaviors.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Barbados Today, news you can trust.
To the region now, Trinidad and Tobago is reviewing the island's security arrangements after a British couple was attacked and robbed by a bandit. 72-year-old Sally Wilson received a cut to her left arm in the process and has since had surgery, but her husband Michael was unhurt. Tourism Minister Randall Wilson has regretted the incident, assuring that tourists are safe in TNT.
For their 50th wedding anniversary on Friday, a UK couple chose to do a Caribbean cruise. But instead of soaking up sun, sea and sand to celebrate, their ship has left them behind, as they have had to spend the past couple of days at our capital's General Hospital following a knife attack and robbery.
This occurred not in a crime hotspot. This occurred around the savannah, in the vicinity of the botanical gardens. It seems to have been a crime of opportunity, and it's very unfortunate. We sympathize with the Wilsons.
The minister says similar and worse attacks have been known to take place at other tourist destinations and admitted TNT's image could take a hit. Of course, this incident, while it's the first time in a long time, it does have the ability to really negatively impact the destination and the branding of the destination. So we are concerned. We will try to contain it as best as possible. We will review the security arrangements. Minister Mitchell tells TV6 News, ministry officials, one from the British High Commission, as well as a shipping agent representative, have visited the couple aged 72 and 74 years old and will ensure they reconnect with the cruise once the woman is discharged. On the international scene in Egypt, a roadside blast has killed 4 people, 3 Vietnamese tourists and a local tour guide, and injured 12 others on a bus near the Giza pyramids. The bomb hidden beside a wall went off as the bus carrying 14 Vietnamese tourists was passing. Officials say the bus hit the device after it went off its planned route without alerting security forces. There were no immediate reports of any group claiming responsibility for the attack. And that's news. But for the very latest, visit our website at www.barbadostoday.bb. You can also subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, and like us on Facebook, and sign up for our breaking news alerts via WhatsApp. We're also on Izumi Media and bus terminals, as well as screen play at supermarkets and gas stations near you. You can also hear us on Mix 96.9 FM and Capital Media HD 99.3 FM. Have a great weekend and do join us again on Monday.